as you know very well, that all these satanic forces, which one had to face one at a time, are all back on the stage and they are to be defeated. The greatest problem of modern times is that these satanic forces have taken a very subtle form and they enter into your psyche and into your egos. And you are the saints, you are the bhaktas, you are the devotees of the goddess. It's a very delicate situation. When the confusion is there, when the saints are attacked, the aggressor can be removed, but the saint becomes mixed up or confused with negative forces, which is very difficult to make him see the light. And you have seen this situation very well. And the subtler you grow, the subtler they became. And they start giving you ideas which are so negative, but you cannot see them. So the problem today is very delicate. There are no absolute saints and there are no absolute bad people. Such a mixture, a confusion. That is what this Kali Yuga is. These modern times are. The only way to get rid of them is to surrender. That's the only way. There is no other way out. Because when you surrender, the spirits, the negativity, the satanic forces just disappear because they are not effective. They have no business to be there. They have no interest in a person who is surrendered to God and His will. They cannot surrender. If they surrender, they will also become saints. All the time to think, what are my catches, what are my negativities, is not going to help you. Just surrender all these ideas that are coming to you and you will find that all absurd ideas will run away. This is the easiest way to get rid of your problems. It's just to surrender. After all these horrible people or the horrible deities, enemy, who came forward to fight the goddess, are there as long as you nurture them. As soon as you surrender yourself, they find you of no use for themselves. And they go to other half-baked people. The growth will only come when the surrender is complete. One has to know that the powers are tremendous. You cannot conceive it, as it is said by Markandeya. You cannot conceive it. It's beyond your conception. Outwardly, you cannot understand. You just cannot understand. Under such circumstances, the best thing is to surrender yourself. Now in surrendering, what do you surrender? What do you surrender? Is your ego and your super-ego. And it is completely cleansed and bathed in the blessing. Because you cannot give any. You have to receive the blessings. And to receive the blessings, you have to just surrender. It is so simple. The easiest way to solve all your problems is to surrender. Just say, I surrender. For realized souls, this should be their mantra. And you'll be amazed how all your problems will vanish. Because not only that the powers are tremendous, but as you are realized souls, all the divine forces, all the divine deities, all the eternal beings, Chiranjivas, all the angels and the Ganas, all of them are looking after it. But they know one thing, those who are surrendered and those who are not surrendered. You just surrender the problem and you will be surprised the answer will come in such a miraculous way. Just surrender. Do not take any responsibility upon yourself. Just surrender. Because how far can you go in the solution? Up to your rationality. Beyond that you are your spirit, and the spirit is connected to the divine. So best is to surrender, and the whole thing will show such light and such beauty and such meaning.
Surrender also, what do you surrender to me? What do I want out of you? Nothing. What do you have to surrender to me? I just don't understand. Surrender your own ego, your own barriers. What you are surrendering is your own barrier. So what is there to surrender? If you have your ego intact, you won't talk outside here. You will be insensitive. Supposing this thing is covered with some sort of a cloth, you cannot speak, then you remove the cloth from it. If you say it has been surrendered, the surrendered word itself is very treacherous because that immediately acts on your ego. Actually surrender means surrender your ego. But when somebody says you must surrender to Mataji, that means you think that you have to surrender your money. What is there in money? I don't want your money. What is there to surrender to? I mean, just imagine. What are you going to give me? I have nothing to get from you. Is there anything that I can get from you? Nothing. Luckily this time, even in this lifetime, I am born in such a way, in such a family, that I don't need anything. I have even got fame and a position in life. So even that I don't need. What is there to surrender to? You have to surrender your own ego, that's all. And you'll feel free with that because you are bound by your own ego. Supposing you are in the shackles of chains. You are chained. Now if you want to remove the chains, are you surrendering those chains? What you are surrendering is your own inhibitions, your own problems, your own, we can say, the shackles which do not give you freedom. Your jails, your conditionings, your diseases, your troubles. That's what you are surrendering. What is there to surrender? I just don't understand. Just to remove the clouds which are over your spirit. You have to make Kundalini rise with a great force so that they are all thrown away. To keep Sahasrara open should be very easy if the Western brains could understand and be aware about your mother. When your mother is the deity of Sahasrara, The only way to be able to keep the Sahasrara open has to be complete surrendering. For that, many ask me, how do we do? It's a very funny question. It is irrelevant. If your Sahasrara has been opened out by someone, and luckily that is the deity before you, it should be the easiest thing to surrender. Why it is not? It is difficult because the attention that has come up through the cells of the brain, expressing itself through the cells of the brain, is polluted. It is impure. It is destructive. It spoils the nerves. And when the nerves are spoiled, the light of the spirit does not shine on the nerves. And you feel the inability to surrender. Normally, it should be the easiest thing to do. So we have to mentally approach ourselves. We have to talk to ourselves and say to ourselves, what are you doing? What is surrendering? It is enjoyment. It is just enjoyment. Then why I cannot surrender? What is lacking in me? Am I a very low-level person? Am I the one who was just saying I am a seeker, but I am not? Am I a dishonest person that I cannot surrender? If so, what am I proud of myself? If that is the situation, then why am I so much enamored by my ego? What do you have to surrender? A drop has to dissolve into the ocean to become the ocean. And a drop cannot be greater than the ocean, can it be? So what is the surrendering? Surrendering of our conditionings, of our ego, and the artificial barriers we have built around us. One can approach mentally, one can approach emotionally, and also physically we can approach ourselves. We can approach ourselves through mantras. Through seeing ourselves, through knowing ourselves. But one should know this is the greatest of greatest opportunity for you, not for the divine. If you are not available, divine can find its own ways of fulfilling its last culmination of expression. Even to understand how immense the task is, you need a surrendering heart. So, you have to tomorrow take a vow within your heart. It's not the words that are important. It has to be living action of your being that should prove, that should convince you that we are fully surrendered. And the effects of that you will feel in your own personality, in your own being, in your own manifestation. I'm working 24 hours. Not a single minute I waste. And in the same way, I hope you will dedicate your 24 hours for your emancipation and the emancipation of the whole universe. May God bless you all.